Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how to trust the dreamer within you. And there is actually a dreamer in every man. So let me just read this quote for you concerning the dreamer. Okay, it says here, there is only one dreamer, the one self. And each and every one of us must be in touch with our true self, our higher self, which is the dreamer. Okay? And it also says in this quote that the one self is dreaming many dreams. So we have many different states of mind, our states of consciousness, while we are actually in a dream. Because what really powers us and carries us every day is actually the dreamer that is in us. Okay? Then it says also in this quote, in everybody there is a dream. Every one of us, we have goals, we have dreams, we have things that we like to attain and achieve in our life. But many people do not know how to go about accomplishing their goals and their dreams. But today I'm going to show you, okay? It says also in this quote, but the dreamer is the same, the one self. So there's only one being, one universal consciousness. And it says in this quote also that the one self reflects itself in each body as I am. So right there I'm teaching you concerning your oneness, your infinite self, your immortal self, and why you need to trust your immortal self and how you actually need to trust your immortal self. Okay? So without any further ado, I should say, you need to definitely practice visualization. You definitely need to practice meditation. So you must become more meditative. In other words, you must become more quiet. You got to learn to listen. You got to learn to get in touch with the dreamer that is within you. And you have to learn to use rituals in your life, such as scripting, journaling, doing mirror work, whereby you go before the mirror and you say or affirm the most positive and most loving and uplifting things to yourself. Because when you do that, you will be able to impress your subconscious mind with the feeling that it is so. And whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind will definitely give it to you. Now, what I want to do now, I want to go into the Bible and share with you this whole secret concerning the dreamer and why you definitely need to trust the dreamer. Now, most of us would have known the story concerning Joseph the dreamer. Some people are going to argue to say that there was no J in the Hebrew alphabet, so it's not Joseph. So if you want to say Joseph, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's just teaching you a principle concerning how we can manifest whatever we desire. It is teaching a principle how we can move from a place of providence to a place of prominence. It is a principle teaching you how we can move from zero to hero. Okay? How you can become the prince of your Egypt. Because each and every one of us have to face our problems and our situations, our circumstances. And when we conquer them, we become definitely the prince of Egypt. So Egypt is dealing with all that you would have to face and you would have to overcome having this human experience. And that is why when you read the story of Joseph, it is the story of your higher self, your Christ self. And so your brothers and your sisters who will sell you into slavery is speaking about the thoughts that would try to govern you, and they would try to belittle you and try to humble you to keep you in the realm of the five senses, to keep you in your ego self. But you have to continue to pursue in believing in your dreams and your goals. And you have to live from the end. You have to live in the feeling that your wish has already been fulfilled and continue to pursue that which you so desire. Continue to believe in yourself. Continue to believe in your gift. Continue to believe in your purpose and your calling. Because that is what that story is all about. So let me say, my brother, my sisters, you have to realize that there will always be this law of gestation that you have to learn to trust. You have to also realize that you will never be shown the in-between. You have to also realize that there is a series of events that will take place in your life before you can see your goals and your dreams being accomplished. And you have to learn to be patient within those troubled times, within those times of drought, within those times of what seems to be a famine. You have to keep believing and trust the gift that is within you. So in short, it shows you how Joseph was sold by his brothers and how Joseph was a servant to Potiphar. And then it shows you how Joseph had an encounter with Potiphar's wife. And then it shows you because Joseph didn't sleep with Potiphar's wife, Potiphar's wife plot against Joseph and Joseph was thrown in the prison. Okay? All of this is speaking of events that will take place in your life before you come to your place of great possession. Okay? And so it tells you also that while Joseph was in prison, that his gift was making room for him. His gift was opening up opportunities for him. That is teaching you that doesn't matter what you're facing in this life. Okay? Whether there's an inflation or whether there is a recession or whatever is happening in this world, your gift will always make room for you. So that's why you have to really learn to trust your higher self, okay, and keep focus within. And it tells you that Joseph interpreted the dream of the butler and the baker. You're the one who have to learn to interpret everything that is taking place in your life and see what is the lesson that the universe wants to teach you. Okay? Use every circumstances that will take place in your life as a lesson. And always take what seems to be the negative and see what positive thing you can get out of it. What positive experience or positive lesson you can learn from it. And it says, because Joseph could have interpreted their dreams. I'm just waiting for the wind to calm a little. Okay? Yeah, it tells you, because Joseph could have interpreted their dreams, one of them was reinstated back into his place of prominence. And because of that, he was the one who was... I'm just waiting again for the wind, okay? He was the one who recommended Joseph to Pharaoh when Pharaoh had a dream and could not even remember his dream, much less to interpret the dream. Okay? And as a matter of fact, when I say he couldn't remember the dream, I'm speaking about Nebuchadnezzar. But with Pharaoh, Pharaoh remembered the dream, but he could not interpret the dream. Okay? Of the fatted cows and those that was thin and so on. And so Joseph could have interpreted the dream. And that is why, my brother, my sister, I want to say to you, when you get in touch with your higher self, when you get in touch with your creative self, it will give you the interpretation, because the interpretation represents your manifestation. It represents you experiencing your prophetic self. So as I wait for the wind to calm again, I want to say to you, whatever in life that you would like to achieve, you would not know how, you would not know when, but you are not to worry yourself about the how or the when. You just have to learn to trust the process, and the interpretation will be given to you, because the way will be shown to you. And that is why I always quote Habakkuk chapter 2 that tells you to write down the vision and to be specific about what you want. Make it plain. And though it tarries, you must wait. understand the law of gestation. Okay? And it tells you that it is sure. Because you see, you have a prophetic side of your being. So many people believe that Joseph was a certain prophet who existed thousands of years ago. But I'm saying to you, it is your prophetic self that it is speaking about. It is the self of you that you can activate and use to create your reality consciously. So my brother, my sisters, that is why you have to learn to trust the creative power that is in you that you can use to achieve your every desire. And to cut a long story short, it tells you that when Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream and they put everything in place and the dream worked out just as Joseph would have interpreted it. And when there was famine everywhere, there was abundance in Egypt. There was corn in Egypt. And people was leaving everywhere to go to Egypt to get corn. It is your wisdom of self, your knowledge, your understanding, also concerning the laws that governs all of humanity, and how you are responsible for your mind, and how it is your own thought that is creating your reality. For thoughts do become things. Okay? So when you hold yourself more responsible for your thoughts and your actions, because you realize that you are the Lord and Master of your destiny, okay, then you will become more responsible. And when you become more responsible for your thoughts and your action, then you are ready to reap the harvest, because you will be willing to put your mind to work for you. You'll be able to go within through visualization and meditation and the many other rituals, and you will trust the process, doesn't matter what. You will not become discouraged. You will not be easily moved. You will not get trapped in time. You know everything is just taking a cycle. And so my brother, my sisters, that is how we have so many millionaires and multi-millionaires in the world and billionaires. It was people who would have learned to believe in the dream. People would have trust the dreamer that is within themselves. People would have known the power of alchemy. People who understand energy transmutation, or to transmute your energy in the equivalent of money or whatever commodity that you desire in this three-dimensional world. So my brother, my sisters, this whole story must not be interpreted as secular history. Okay? Because the Bible addresses the human mind and must be understood psychologically. So, get into your psychological self so you'll be led by your true self, which is a spiritual self, because you're a spirit having a human experience. So, my brother, my sister, I just want to encourage you to trust the power that is within you and use that power to achieve your every desire. Because without Him, the power I'm speaking about, there isn't anything made that was made, and all things were made by this power, the creative power that is within you, the power of imagination, the power of visualization. Okay? Because when you visualize, you're seeing things through the eyes of God. Okay? You're seeing, when your mind's eye is God's eye, the inner eye. Okay? For the mouth of man, for the mouth of God, I should say, is the mind of man, and the mind of man is actually the mouth of God. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on and on, but I want to come to a close, and I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it resonates with you, and you have a subscriber already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that there's a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can support this work by allowing the ads to play for at least 30 seconds or up to a minute. Okay, so if you do not have no money, at least you can allow the ads to play, okay, for at least 30 seconds or up to a minute. Okay. Also, you can choose to be a part of our Patreon community and support this work continually as we work together for the advancement and upliftment of all of humanity, pointing each and everyone to look inwardly to discover that the real identity is their divinity. Also, I have a $20 course that is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you getting in touch with your inner self, your higher self, and to discover that you have an inner sun. So whenever you look at the outer sun and you see that whatever the sun shines up on, it brings forth bountifully, so you would realize when you are in touch or in alignment with the inner sun that is within you, that your life will bring forth bountifully. That is what it means when it says, let your light so shine before the world that the world would see and glorify the God that would have seen in you. Tap into your creativity and use your ability for the upliftment and advancement of all of humanity. So if you feel strongly to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I just want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.